Hey everybody, we're getting the last minute camera settings. The game hasn't started yet. So just want to welcome y'all to the D-Connection internet broadcast brought to you by Disability Connections. So we're getting set and they will be starting very shortly. So y'all hang with us and maybe we'll have some shots of some practice going on. And it looks like the game's going to start in 1 minute. And it's counting. And that's Victoria doing some last minute little deals right there. Running by me. So everybody's kind of doing some warm ups. So we just had a little spill. Everybody's okay. And that's the buzzer to get this game started. So I imagine that the officials will be bringing out the coins and the captains of the team for a coin toss. And we're actually have got the Clayton Eagles against the Wolverines, the West Georgia Wolverines. Just, yeah, take over here. You ready?
What?
Hey, Victoria's joining me for just a little bit. I've got a special guest, and I won't even tell you who that is. And Victoria is just wildly doing switching, as you can see. She's working it from an iPad. So what are we all about? We're the D-Connection Media Team. It's a program by Disability Connections to bring to you a lot of different broadcasts, different things that we do. It could be cooking, it could be other events, but we have started a D-Connection Sports broadcast, and we've been focusing on the Houston County Sharks, but we are trying to promote the excitement that adapted sports brings to Georgia and anywhere. And so this is a really exciting opportunity that we have to get to film this. Now, what is special about today? Well, today is the semifinals between the Eagles and the Wolverines. And the winner of this game is going to play at what time?
At 12:40, I believe.
Or about, I
12:40
think
or
it's going to
1.
hit it right at 1 o'clock.
Around 1.
Yeah, so we've got a double broadcast going here. So you stay on this channel, this website, this URL, you come back to it, you'll be able to see the state championship game. The Eagles are the Wolverines against the Sharks, the Houston Sharks. So
I'm excited.
yes, we are. But my special guest will be here pretty soon. But I'm thrilled to have Victoria doing the switching, and then hopefully we got a good shot on the clock. We've got a scoreboard. We're hopefully keeping things kind of rolling and rocking just to make it an enjoyable stream for you all. This is a great lot of fun. There's a lot of exciting things. This is a cross-disability event. There's lots of different people, individual students. There's a lot of cool facts that I hope to share during a couple of these games about adaptive sports. I think it's an incredible, well-organized and great league and opportunity for students in high school. Well, actually, it starts even much earlier than that. That's one of the little surprises on that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the center of the field, and we've got the
Got
coin
a cool
toss
shot here.
Yes, it's a great shot. And what I love about the coaches and this team and the inclusive nature of multiple type of disabilities. And you'll notice that some of the coaches know sign language, and they actually do communicate with individuals and interpret a little bit on the field as necessary and as appropriate. And it's just an exciting, uh, it's just tremendous,
Yeah.
absolutely tremendous.
There's another good shot of the court here. Oh wow, that is that is so neat. I believe the coach is signing in the ASL and interpreting what the referees. Oh, that is so cool.
And there's a toss. And it looks like the Wolverines got the opportunity they won the toss and got the opportunity to pick, to receive. Actually, I think they're kicking, and the Eagles are receiving.
So it is the first quarter, and there's going to be 30 minutes on the clock. I apologize. Let me edit that a little bit. Let's see. Here we go. That should look a little better. All right, and I'm hearing that we're getting very little audio, so I'm going to do us up a little louder. Hopefully we'll have better audio now. All right, so it looks like the Wolverines are trying to make a plan over here on the left side. And then on the right side, we have a good shot of the court as well.
I'm being a little quiet here, so I'm just trying to make sure that our broadcast is coming across successfully.
Okay.
I think they're making some last-minute connections there.
Mm-hmm. Here's a good shot of Eagles, I believe. I'm not sure why that says Sharks, y'all. I'm so sorry. There we go. Eagles, first quarter. We have 30 minutes on the clock.
That would be the first half.
I'm sorry, the first half, not the quarter. Wrong sport. So we have the Wolverines coming up.
Go ahead and change it to first half. Hey.
There we go. First half of the game.
And each half is 30 minutes long. There's about a 10-minute break for halftime. There will be timeouts. There'll be official timeouts, different things like that. But for the most part, the clock will keep rolling in most circumstances.
Boy, this is exciting. And who has the ball?
Well, it's the Wolverines kicking off to the Eagles, and they're just about to kick off. And what a kickoff is actually a throw from behind the boundaries of the basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be throwing it as far as he can, and if it goes all the way back, it'll be a touchback, and then you'll see where they'll spot it. It's usually, I think, at the free throw line. It's a nice throw, and it was received. All right, nice job by number 30. He got it.
Eagles.
Clayton Eagles, he got close to the half mark there. So that was a nice return. All right, here goes the first play with the Clayton Eagles. And if you notice the center, he can turn pretty much any direction. Oh. And it looks like she may have got the pass off before she was tackled. And a tackle is basically has to be touched by an individual with two hands. If the individual is a power chair user, they can use one on the chair or the body. But if other manual chair users have to touch the body, the chair does not count for a tackle. So now they're on second down. There's a pass. Oh, it was intercepted by number 12 of the Wolverines.
Impressive. All right.
All right. Wolverines throw it in the middle. Oh, wow. Nice play. They passed it to the power wheelchair user, and as long as that ball hits the individual, the ball hits, it doesn't matter what happens after the ball hits that, he becomes the ball. And that was a nice, nice play.
Oh, wow.
Nice shot there, right there
Nice.
down the middle to number 12, and that's a touchdown for the Wolverines. And there goes the extra point, and it is good, I believe. I apologize. We're going to verify that score in just a bit. We're actually seated in a position that we do not see the scoreboard. So we'll verify that in a moment. We're just working on some technical issues, potential audio problems, but we're going to hopefully most everybody's doing okay. There goes the kick. And it's all the way to the back, so it's a touchback. And we'll see where they mark it. I believe it's at the free throw line. Actually, it's at the 3-point. That's where a touchback is marked. And you notice the little white flag that he puts down on the floor. That's the marker of the scrimmage. All right. There was a snap, and the quarterback, it bounced off her hands and went down, which really means I think the ball is going to be marked where the ball hit the floor. So that's kind of like a fumble, but the ball is dead. You can't pick it up. That stops the play. But they did lose a few feet there. So they're setting up for the snap. They're going to do a very careful snap there. Nice play. There was an easy snap, soft snap they did, and they passed it over to number 14, it looks like, right there in the middle at the halfway mark. And let's see, that is a first down, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here's the snap. Nice easy snap right in the middle. And oh, it was intercepted by the Wolverines. Oh, what a play. Good defensive play by number 30. Number 30. So that should be a turnover. Just short of the halfway mark. They got 2/3 of the court to go down. So that was some good plays by the Eagles, but that interception kind of put a stop to that progression. That was some really nice plays. And these athletes work a lot on these plays. Oh, it looks like we have a quarterback tackle, sack. And so the ball's going to go back. It's going to be second down. Probably about 5 feet or so back. He really tried hard to get rid of that ball, but it has to go and be intended for someone, and just didn't get it off in time. Nice play there. Number 10, and he received it, and they've got close to the halfway mark. Let's see if that's a first down. I believe. No, it's we're at third down. And there's the snap. There's the pass. Oh, they were shooting for the power chair. Again, if they hit that power chair, hit the individual or his power chair, any part of his chair, he becomes the ball, and that was very close. That could have been a quick touchdown. Now they're at fourth down, right at the halfway. Let's see how. 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 Let's let's see how, 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 let's reflected. I can tell you these players are really got some good tight plays. You can tell a lot of practice and work goes into this. Looks like a field goal that we're attempting here.
Oh,
there it goes, and I think it's good.
wow.
So that should be 3 points for Wolverines.
So we're 9-0, if I'm not mistaken. Still the first half of the game. We have 18 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock.
And by the way, we have father and son, Kyle and Dan.
Pinned.
And they're working on either side of the upper cameras, and we've got AJ doing a nice camera work there on the floor.
Really good. Oh, wow.
Nice kick. And
nice.
And real fast return by number 32 of the Clayton Eagles, and they went past the halfway mark. So they're in good field position, and it's first down. And we have 17 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. Little readjustment of straps. There's straps around the feet a lot of the times and around the waist. So the Eagles do a soft snap there, a little short snap, and wow, that was a dangerous pass right in the middle, but it could have been caught. It was intended for number 34 or 32. They were both kind of there together. That was a nice play. They're getting their instructions from the sideline coach there in American Sign Language, which I love. And here comes the snap. Right over the shoulder of the center. And she's about to pass, and she passes. Nice catch. And I believe it is good. Her wheel came off. She fell over. I think she's okay. That usually stops the clock. What a valiant effort by number 32. So they're going to put that wheel back on there.
Goodness gracious.
It looks like, in most worlds of vehicles, that would have been a crash, but this is a quick pop on, the wheels back on, and that was just a tremendous catch by number 32. That was tremendous.
Amazing.
It really was. So that gave them a first down, and they are very close to the goal line. So we might get us a real serious close game going here. All right. And here's the snap. And she's looking for somebody in the end zone, and she shoots and overshoots number 32, making it second down. Amazing. If you see the cones there in the end zone, it doesn't go all the way back to the bleachers. There's just a little bit of room there, and the players have to stay in bounds to be eligible. I love this. A lot of the players, and I don't know if we have multiple deaf players, but I think a lot of the players know ASL, and they're doing some communicating.
With each other even.
Yeah, it's very cool. And the snap and the throw, and it was intended for number 34, and it was a little bit behind him, and it was incomplete. So we've got third down, 16 minutes to go in the first half. They get set up. Got an interesting formation on the right side of 34 and 32. 32 is directly behind 34. And here we go. Here comes the snap. Oh, it's a potential
Oh.
It was a quarterback sneak to the left side, but number 34 actually stopped the quarterback. They got a little progress. It's 4th down, so they're going to decide whether to kick or go for it. Looks like they...
Looks like they may be going. No? I think they're going for it. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Wow. Same play. Oh,
Oh!
Wow.
The quarterback went over to the left side and then threw it over somebody who was about to tackle her and a little bit slightly behind number 32, and she had to reach way back behind her chair.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
I think it stretched her back a little bit. She's feeling that one.
I think so. Ooh.
Folks, this is tough.
Ooh, yeah. Bless her heart.
I
She's
think,
asking for a timeout.
I think she's going to have to. Oh, no, she's staying with it.
Oh, she is. Wow. That was some stretch.
These athletes are tough. Do not think that they're not. This looks fun. It is intense. And that was a close throw to number 14 and
My
almost
goodness.
just slightly over her head and almost catchable, but not. You know, when you're in one of these wheelchairs, you can't stand up and get your rear off. You have to have at least one side of your leg or back of your rear in the chair. So, so that pass has to be, you know, reachable from that sitting position. So that was tough. That was very, very close. What a valiant effort by the Eagles. But unfortunately, that was 4th down. Now it's 1st down. And the Wolverines get the ball at really close. All right, there's a man in motion, number 10. There's a snap. Long pass. Oh, he was shooting for the power chair, and it was overthrown a little bit. They were going for the gusto on that one.
Yeah. Folks, we have 13 minutes on the clock. This game is going by fast.
Right to the center, and he's got some room, but he's got it cluttered up with his own players a little bit, so they got about 7 feet. Not quite a 1st down, so now it's 3rd down with 12 minutes and 46 seconds to go, and the Wolverines are on top, 9-0, and they have possession. And they're getting ready to set up. There's a snap. Got some breathing room, and he tosses it. It looks like he was sacked. Oh, wow. So
He sure was.
Yep, so the ball is going back. 5 feet gain, 5 feet lost. But that was an aggressive tackle on the Eagles side.
Yeah, really well played on the Eagles.
It gets harried if you get the quarterback gets pressure, and that's exactly what happened. And he had kind of a clear run. He just didn't get that ball off quite soon enough.
Wow.
That's the punt. Nice job. Oh, wow. It's touchback. He was aiming for the right side, and if it had bounced to the right, they would have been close to the end zone. So I think it's going to be there at that. I call it the 3-point line. I'm sure I've got to find the better term for that. But it's the standard place of where it goes when there's a touchback. All right, the Eagles have possession, and we're getting close to the snap here. And there's the play. He gets the snap, and 30 shoots it way over the head of number 32. Pretty crowded in the middle there, and he was trying to go to the top. She is a tall young lady, and but not quite that tall. Nice post pattern in the middle of the field. Just a little overthrown. All right, there's the snap. Number 30, short pass to number 4,
Nice.
and met straight on, and they get about 5 feet or so, 6 feet. Still second down. We have 10 minutes left on the clock. And the players get lined up. There's a snap. There's a throw to number 4. Nice job. But she was tackled very quickly. But it may have been enough for a first down. Let's see. I don't know if it's second or third. Second down. Halfway to the next first down marker.
There's the snap.
There's the throw. Oh, really,
Oh, no.
really good
Man
play.
down.
She was almost open, went through her arms. Number 32 had a little bit of a fall there, but everybody's okay, and they're moving along. It's third down,
Yeah, I believe so.
according to the field marker there.
Got less than 10 minutes left on the clock.
There's the snap. It's got some breathing room. Good
Ooh.
blocking going on. Oh, nice pass to 34.
Oh,
I think that's enough for a
wow.
first down.
Wow. That was great.
He's marking it a little short.
Really? Yeah, I believe so. Huh. Thought maybe he went a little further than that.
Well, if I had replay, I could probably tell you maybe somebody got a tackle in there and don't. And maybe one of these days we will.
Here's a snap.
But these officials work hard. Oh, it was a nice
Oh,
try.
man.
Got blocked up. Number 34, I believe it is. It was trying to get close to the end zone.
Yep.
Nice throw there. So that must have been fourth down, and the Wolverines are taking over.
Looks like it.
Not too bad a field position there. There's a snap. Long shot. Oh,
Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
That was close. He was shooting another long shot to the power chair user, and that was very close. If he had that would have been an easy touchdown. They've tried that a couple times, and they were successful in that first touchdown. That was just beautiful to see. Can you imagine how many times they need to practice to even get that
No,
close?
I can't even
Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Number 30 snaps to the quarterback. And
Long toss. Yep, yep.
nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice pass to number
Oh,
10
my
in the center of the field,
word.
and made it all the way for a touchdown.
Incredible. So that's another point to the Wolverines.
6 points.
6 points to the Wolverines. (15-0).
I had it. Yeah, there's the kick for the extra point, and
Wow.
I think it's good. Yes. So now we've got 16-0
And just over 5 minutes on the clock.
in the first half. Wolverines are doing really well.
Yeah.
The Eagles have been really tough. There's been just a little bit really tough defense on the Wolverine side.
No kidding.
I've been impressed with the plays and the strategery with all of this. This still could go any way, folks. And the winner of this game will be playing the Sharks at 1 o'clock, so please don't go away. Our broadcast will restart at 1 o'clock.
It's going to be one heck of a game, folks.
And there's the kick.
Wow.
And it was over the head, but it looks like they may have touched it, And so it's, yeah, it's going to be pretty close to the end zone there. So they've got not the best field position for the Eagles. Then we're going to see this really cool communication style of the Eagles. I love it. So they're calling their plays. There's the snap. A little bit of pressure. Nice catch by number 32 in the middle.
Wow.
Very close to a first down.
Very nice.
Well executed play. And they only have about 3 or 4 feet to get a first down. And there's the snap. And he's looking. Oh, and he's got 32 open slightly, but it was just passed a little bit behind her, a little too high. I just want to say something about these officials too. There's, you know, the rules of this are very tight. It's very much like a football game, but they have own separate rules. And so I admire what they do, and they work hard at this as much as these team players do, these athletes do. So there ain't no reason to be looking down on this. This is really tight sports.
It really is.
There's the pass to number 4, and she made great progress there.
Impressive. Very well done.
Right in the middle. I assume that's a first down. Yep.
Yeah.
We've got only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half, so they've only got so many plays left. Let's see if they can get on the board. And the Eagles take the snap. Another pass in the middle for number 32. Nicely done.
Wow, good stretch. Very good use of limbs there.
I'm guessing feet, maybe about 10, 12 feet. And they've got about maybe 4 or 5 more to get another first down. And the clock's still ticking. It's at 3:06. And they get ready. And here's the snap. And there's the pass in the middle again, and it was missed. Might even been deflected by number 10 of the Wolverines.
Yeah, number 30 of the Wolverines is telling him to slow down, slow down.
Oh, they got a quick substitution there.
Yeah.
Number 2. It's also a real cool thing about the sports. Every player gets to play at least every half. So at first and second half. So here comes some little quarterback pressure. Oh, my goodness. I think we got a sack. Oh, he's excited about it. Nice job. So that brings us to 4th down, folks. Back, lost some feet there, close to the halfway mark. And we've got a little over 2 minutes left in the game. I'm sorry, not the game, but the half.
The half, yep.
So they have to make a first down here and get a couple plays in order to get a touchdown to get on the scoreboard here. There's a snap. Oh, nice quick pass to number 4 again, but it might have been a little too hard. She missed it. It went through her hands.
Yeah.
So now we have a change of possession. It's going to be Wolverines' ball, close to the halfway mark. And I imagine the Wolverines are not going to be real fast right here as the clock keeps on ticking. Now we got 1 minute and 20 seconds. There's a snap. There's the throw. Oh, right in the middle.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice job by number 10.
Oh, my goodness. Very impressive. That was impressive.
And his chair almost went all the way over. Here they go. They're getting ready for the snap.
Coaches are saying, go, go, go. Clock is going down. Oh.
Another pass to number 10, and it is a touchdown.
Eagles, right?
No, that is the Wolverines
The
again.
Wolverines. Man, the colors are messing with me today. Sorry, y'all.
There comes the extra point with 24 seconds left on the clock. And there's the kick. And it's good.
Nice. It's good.
It's good. And I think that's going to count us down 15 seconds down to the first half.
Sorry, y'all. Wow. So that was impressive first half, y'all. Wolverines have 23. Eagles have 0. Impressive first half of the game. That was impressive.
It's definitely an intense game, y'all. This is our second or third time we've gotten to see and comment on a game like this, and people told me that the football game is intense.
Yeah.
And it's not only intense as far as the physicality of it, but it's the strategy of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Wow. We just got offered drinks, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, no advertisements.
No advertisements. No, but first half of the game was really impressive. I'm impressed to see everybody that's doing so well. I'm hoping and, really hoping that the Eagles can at least get a couple points in there and some touchdowns.
They had some very good progressions.
They really did.
They really did. And
They really
there was some
did.
good defense, a few interceptions, turnovers that made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, we're going to take a little break. Let's see if Victoria can find my little quick commercial. It's about Disability Connections and who we are, and then I want to talk a little bit about what we're doing in Middle Georgia and what we're doing with this media team, and some pretty cool, exciting announcements coming up as well. And we're going to make this announcement this game and the next as well. So take it away. For independent living. Disability Connections is Middle Georgia's unique organization governed and run by people with disabilities. DC's mission is to enable people with disabilities to attain and have access to all opportunities in life. We serve people with disabilities in 12 counties in Middle Georgia. We are here to assist people to get connected to the community, resources, ideas, and opportunities for leading and pursuing a better life of their own choosing. Our core services are information and resource referral, which is making sense of information and community resources that relate to disability and community resources and opportunities. Peer support is a way we connect people with disabilities with trained peer supporters who share their valuable life experiences. Peer support is the heart of DC. Nearly everything we do is done through peer support. Advocacy, we help empower individuals to advocate in their own lives. We call this self-advocacy. And for those willing to work alongside other people with disabilities to advocate for the rights of all people with disabilities, we call this systems advocacy. Independent living skills training. We give people with disabilities the knowledge and skills to lead a more productive and independent life. We provide training one-on-one and sometimes in larger groups, as well as online. Transitions. We help coordinate resources and services to enable individuals with disabilities to leave nursing facilities or institutions, or prevent individuals from even going into a nursing facility or institution. We also do youth transition for youth ages 14 to 24 with disabilities. We provide independent living services to empower self-determination and connections to opportunities to achieve independence in the community. You can call us at 478-741-1425. You can even text that number. You can also visit our website at www.disabilityconnections.com.
All right, then.
All right, welcome back to our halftime show with the D Connection, and just want to say thank you all for watching this broadcast. It will be available to watch again for the players, the family, anybody interested. We have a community called the D Connection, and that website is disabilityconnections.tv. It's an online community with a lot of different opportunities to actually do budgeting, do learning about housing, different opportunities, but also we have a peer-to-peer group as well. A lot of different things there, and it's mostly made for adults for that website. We have another one called iliving.club, and that's iliving, LIVING.CLUB, iliving.club, and that one's for ages 14 to 24, specifically for youth. And speaking of youth, we're trying to encourage, and we've got two youth age folks here, ages 14 to 24, actually helping us with this broadcast. And we are looking for individuals who are interested in broadcasting, interested in video production, interested in blogging, video editing, videography, in somewhat a very professional way, learning some skills, some things you can add to your resume. And we have a great announcement for you.
Drum
Here we
roll.
go. We are officially bringing forth to you our first media camp. It's our first
Woohoo!
ever media camp, and the question is, are you ready for it? Um, we would love for you to join now. If you go to iliving.club, and if your age is 14 to 24, or your parents and youth are encouraged to join that website, and then you can actually join us. If you also have trouble getting there or anything like that, just call us at 478-741-1425. Um, and you can go to our disabilityconnections.com website and send us a message there as well. And if you grab that QR code you just saw, and I'll go back to it 1 second. If you grab your camera and take your smartphone and look at that QR code, it'll take you directly to the iliving.club website. So when does it start? And what are we going to do? We're going to talk about podcasting or video blogging. We're going to talk about video editing. And we're going to also talk about video shooting and two-dimensional animation. If you like to express yourself and you have difficulty expressing yourself in different ways, sometimes doing it through art is a really great way. And you can do that through all types of media. And so there's a lot more things, and we're going to talk about audio, different things that we're doing. But to sign up, register, and join us in person or online on Friday, July 14th. We're having an event there in person to learn about our summer media camp, which will be Monday, July 26th through Thursday, July 29th. Regardless of your disability, we will work with you and try to attain some technology or use what we can, or we will certainly work towards what we can
Yeah.
to get the technology in order for you to access the equipment, the cameras. And by the way, if you use a smartphone in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you're part of this club. We're actually operating this whole broadcast right now by iPads and iPhones. It's really, really cool. So iliving.club, that's our media program. This is Disability Connections, hence my shirt right there. And we have this online community called disabilityconnections.tv, which is the D Connection. And that's for all ages, but specifically for youth, 14 to 24, and to be a part of a team and be a part of a communication, as well as being a part of this particular broadcast. And we're going to hopefully have more. There's handball in the fall. There's the wheelchair basketball, very intense. We got to do that this year, and you can look at some of the previous games that we've done. You can look at some of the mistakes that we made,
Oh, yeah.
as well as some of the successes that we had, and we were following the Sharks with all that. We hope to grow these teams beyond, even just in Middle Georgia, and I hope that adaptive sports is going to continue to grow, and we want to partner alongside with them and just encourage that, because the outcomes of the youth and what they get to experience going through that, and then you can start at a very early age. And
Yeah.
my special guest that I'm going to bring to the next game, we're going to talk about that a little bit during the game. But it's a great program to be a part of, and I know here in Houston County, they have a tremendous program, junior varsity and other programs, and look forward to learning more, even beyond this season, about what they're doing and what those opportunities are. And I really think it's really great. And I was involved as an individual in high school, and even before that, I was always involved in sports and love it. And I think it does teach you teams, the ability to work great with others, hard work, tenacity, perseverance, all of those amazing things. And what's great about adapted sports is that it's multi disability. It's cross disability. If you use a wheelchair, power chair, you have a place here. If you are ambulatory, but need to use some advice, or you have difficulty and can't participate in regular sports, this is available. And definitely check with your school and your adapted sports program, or reach out to them and find out if your student is eligible. I just think it's a very cool, incredible sport, and I think it's a great thing for families to get involved in. But in the same way, we're trying to offer out media as that other option of things that we do, and giving the opportunity to do a live broadcast like this. It's intense. We only have maybe usually an hour to set up, and we're setting up to 9 cameras here, setting up audio, setting up things. And yes, the chairs that we used to use, we left that. That's the only thing that we left. Everything is working, yay! But we're in these cool little blue and green chairs. And you know, even if you're blind, we certainly could use somebody monitoring our audio, monitoring our broadcast, monitoring our chats, different things at times. We do broadcast this and stream it to YouTube, Facebook. I think it's even on Twitter now, and definitely on our website, disabilityconnections.com, and you click on the media team website there, and we have all the broadcasting as well as the older broadcast. So we are. Let's see, I'm looking at the clock. We only have 26 seconds left of the halftime show.
Yeah.
So we've enjoyed doing this with you, and we will continue giving you some play-by-plays in the second half. And maybe the Eagles can get it together and come on back. But right now it seems that the Wolverines are dominating.
Yeah, it sure does look like it. And coming up on our second half, and again, like Michael said, don't forget about the media camp. We want to have you on the team July 26th through the 29th.
Yes.
And we hope that you are able to come and make it. So, yeah, it looks like we got some people back on the court here. So let's see what's going on.
That looks like a camera angle from
AJ. Shout out to AJ. Got some really good footage here. All right, let's get that display board back on. So we are in the second half.
Somehow our scoreboard got, we need to fix that real quick. I think it's, you clear out the score.
I sure did clear it out. Oh, my goodness, y'all. I was thinking it was a new quarter. I apologize. So it's going to be, what, 23 if I'm not mistaken? Let me see. Yep, it is 23.
23-0.
And we have 30 minutes on the clock. This is the second half.
Oh, there's a throw, and it's a short throw. Bounced, and that's okay. And
Ooh! Oh.
Nice job by number 20. Got it past the halfway mark of the court. And that was a hard run and nice little bump there.
Yes, it was.
Intense and aggressive, this can be, but there are some rules on the court that makes a very safe sport in many ways. There's some things you can and cannot do. And unsportsmanlike conduct can be called, but yeah, I have not seen that here. These guys are well trained. Oh, nice, nice throw to number 10, and he had it. He was bobbling it over his head, and it just fell to the ground. So that was an incomplete pass. And we do have one power chair on the court as well, so watch out for the long throw on that. I think his name is Brandon, the last name is the quarterback, and he's got a very strong arm in basketball.
Ooh!
He tried to throw it to the power chair, and it actually hit the defensive player's chair.
Did.
So that was an incomplete pass. Good try. But what I was commenting on, he's got quite an arm. He can throw very hard and fast. All right, there's a snap. Got some. Oh, nice throw to the power chair user, and I think that was a catch. So that's going to be first down. Close to the free throw line. And there's no free throws in this game. But we're on a basketball court playing wheelchair football. All right, there's the snap. And he doesn't have much pressure. He makes a shot to the power chair and went over the head. And I'm sorry, I do not have the names of these players today, but that's just calling out the numbers as I see it. And the power chair user. I cannot see never see his number because he's got a shoulder strap safely secure in that power chair. So if you
But
get it,
he is a force to be reckoned with.
yeah, he is. And there's the throw, the snap, and
Ooh.
right in the middle to
Oh, my
attempt to number
goodness.
10. It was
Very good attempt.
thrown pretty hard and fast, and number 10 could not quite get it.
Very good attempt, though.
Just think about trying to catch that ball while trying to push the chair at the same time. Your hands and your fingers are feeling it, and then you got to catch that ball. And if it's not thrown just right, it gets difficult. There's the snap. Got some time. Threw it in the middle,
Oh,
number 20,
goodness
and
gracious.
it went through the hands. So now we have 4th down. I would guess that they're going to try to do a field goal here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For 3 points. Yep.
I think so.
They're setting up for that. There's the snap. Here comes the kick.
Very
Nice.
nice. Very nicely done. Awesome. All right. So it looks like we have some. Okay, good tall. Wow. Okay, what an arm. Recovered and tackled. The two-hand tackle above the knee. Here's a snap. Oh, almost. Didn't quite catch it. So I think it's going to be back at the snap line. Yep. Got to get him back in the right position. Here's the snap. Number 30. He's going to toss it. Oh, my goodness. We got some chair with their own teammates a little bit. Alrighty. Some type of, looks like some type of foul. Not sure quite what that was. Here's the snap. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Very good attempt. Wheelchair almost tackled down there a little bit. Glad everybody's okay. Here comes the snap. Alrighty. Readjusting a little bit. the snap. He's going to pass it. Wow. Very smart to stretch out the arms for the extra yardage. Really good. Here's the snap. Nice. Oh my goodness. Was that a touchdown? That was a touchdown. Wow. All right, so that's going to be 26-6, y'all. So Eagles now has something on the board. Wow, good job. So that's going to be an extra point to the Eagles. We're in the second half, 21 minutes left of the game. I'm glad to see them on the board now, so that'll be good. Very nice throw. Kick. Ooh! Wow. Very nicely done. Alrighty.
All right, we got number 10 who's going to do the snap, and got a lot of readjusting here. We changed center position. There's the play whistle. Up. Looks like we got offsides.
Yeah, what was that?
Defense is offsides.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
he was trying to get to that quarterback kind of fast, and he was across the line when the snap occurred. So they got 5 feet of a progression there for penalty of offsides. You know, I've seen more NFL games have more penalties than this game, but they do happen, and they have set rules that make that happen. There was a snap, and here's a quarterback, and he's passing it a little over the head of number 20. Quick wheelchair adjustment for number 14. Maybe we'll get some graphics too here in games to come to show you there is a legal way of setup of every play. There's a snap.
Wow.
Well, that was kind of neat. He threw it at the power chair user going through the middle, but he was quickly tackled. But did he make a first down? I think he did.
I think he did.
Nice play. Well played, Wolverines. I recognize one of those sign language, one of the players on the Eagles is work, 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 work. There's the snap. Oh, and he was sacked.
Wow.
By number 15. Kind of a rebound from his penalty, I think, from being offsides. He got the sack that time. Well played. So second down with 13 minutes left on the clock of the second half.
Still 29-7. 13 minutes, 22 seconds left of the second
There's a snap.
half.
Quarterback's got some time. He's getting some pressure, and he throws it. Oh, over the head of number 2. So they're getting set up again, and the center is backwards. Gonna do the snap this way. And quarterback receives a snap, getting some pressure, throws it.
Oh.
And it looks like a good defensive play by number 4. I think the power chair was intended to go a little bit further unless he was blocking, but not sure who that was intended for. We got a field goal attempt by the Wolverines, almost at half court. Well, it is at half court. Here he goes, and he's throwing it. Nice job.
Wow.
Nice job by the Wolverines. Another 3 points.
Really good job.
(32-7). So they get set up for the kickoff. Wolverines to the Eagles, and the Eagles get set to receive. By the way, I recognize.
Woo!
Wow, nice reception by number
Oh my goodness.
30. He's well into Wolverine territory. The volunteer that's holding the down play flag over there is Adnis Brown of the Sharks. That's nice of him to be able to stand up this whole game, and he's got first down right now for the Eagles, and there's the snap, and there's the throw. Nice job.
Wow.
Over the head of 32. She caught it, and she is very close, maybe about three or 4 feet away from a touchdown. Let's see how well this is played. So they've got 4 downs to go and just 4 feet to go. So if they can do the right play here, nice and tight around the center.
We got 10 minutes, 30 seconds off the clock of the second half.
Oh, we have a flag. False start.
Yep.
False start by the offense, so they're going back 5 feet. I guess the anxiousness of getting past that line.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been some forward motion there. All right, here comes the snap. And
there we go. Oh,
right in the middle, another shot to 32 went through her hands. That was almost a touchdown by the Eagles.
Almost.
And here we go. They're getting set up at the play whistle in a second. There's a snap coming. Number 30 has it. Has a little pressure, but number 2.
Ooh.
Oh, over the back of 32,
Good
and she almost had it. Oh, she stretched those back muscles a little hard there.
That's her second time doing that, too. Bless her heart. You can have mine.
All right, here comes the snap. 3rd down. Through the middle for 32 again. And that was a
there she goes. That was amazing.
touchdown.
Impressive. That was very impressive.
Nice. 2nd touchdown by the Eagles. So that's 6 points there, and here comes the extra point. So it's 13 points for the Eagles, and here comes the extra point. They're getting lined up. Here comes the snap, the throw,
There she goes.
the kick. It's no good.
No good. Oh, man.
So it remains 13 Eagles, Wolverines 32. We have 8 minutes on the clock in this half. It looks like we may have a quick equipment fix for number 14's chair, just snapping it back in. The official knew how to do that. That's so cool. So the Eagles get to kick off. And a kickoff is with a throw all the way to the other end. Number 32, Clayton, is doing the kickoff, and there she throws, kind of short. Number 20 recovers and is trying to go around to the outside, and she gets just past the cone of the first marker for usual first down markers.
They got pretty far, though.
They got a little bit further, not quite halfway. They got, I would say, maybe 30 feet before they get another first down. So it's kind of interesting how when you're there, you do have more field to get closer to that first down marker. But that's where the first down markers are. Number 30 throws it. Somebody in the middle, number 24, he's tackled. So that's about several feet of progress there. We have a little over 6 minutes on the clock.
Still 32 to 13.
There's the pass to number 2, and he catches it. Nice job.
Wow.
Oh, and I think we have a penalty on top of that.
Wow. Coach was excited for that one.
Yes, it's against the Eagles. So they're going to get, if I'm not mistaken, at least 10 more feet.
Yep. Look at that.
At least 5. So the Wolverines are now in great field position, a first down to be able to score another touchdown. Nice catch by number 2. That's the first of his today. There's the snap.
Oh my goodness, so
it was
close.
in the hands, bobbling around.
So close.
Number 20, that was nearly caught. That makes it second down. And number 2 is the center, about to make the snap after the whistle. And there comes the snap. And it looks like he may have been tackled and sacked.
Not quite.
Yep, he was sacked. Nice defensive job by the Eagles there.
Very nice.
All right, the Wolverines have the ball. And here comes the snap. A couple people in motion. Offsides, I believe. Or illegal motion.
Yep.
So I believe, yep, that's going in Eagles' favor. Or a loss of down on that one. So they're kicking a field goal. There's the kick. And it's good. 3 points for the Wolverines.
Let's take a look at the scoreboard for a minute. So we got 3 minutes, 25 seconds left of this rest of the game. 35 Wolverines and 13 Eagles. So it looks like we're going to be kicking off.
I may have to get a microphone closer to that floor down there. There's some loud crunching noises y'all might not be hearing. Metal to metal. All right, they're getting ready for the kick. Wolverines to the Eagles. Kind of a short. And 30 recovers it right close to the halfway mark.
So close.
They've got good field position there. Not a lot of time on the clock, though. Just
2 minutes.
2:35, and it's ticking.
Still 35-13.
And there's
snap.
Yep.
Ooh.
Go. Oh, wow.
Go, girl.
I think the ball is called back.
Yep.
Not sure for. Not exactly sure why. Maybe he was sacked. I think that's what happened. All right, so the Eagles have the ball, but they're further back because of that sack. Number 30 takes it, throws it to 32 behind her, and she reaches back and just through her hands. So a missed opportunity there. We all have a minute and 20 seconds left. Might have a couple plays still left as the Eagles try to get some more points on the board. There's the snap. He's got plenty of time. Way over the head of number 32.
Just missed it.
A little more than missed.
A little more.
That is.
50 seconds left.
So
They stopped the clock.
must be a turnover, but the clock, they stop it. It was official. Must have been timeout. That makes sense.
Yep. Okay, so we have the Wolverines huddling. And then we have the Eagles over here as well, signing to each other in ASL. Super cool. Can't get over that.
And it looks like they have one more play left, potentially. Could be more than one if it's played quickly, but there's 50 seconds left on the clock. Still Eagles ball, and it's 4th down. So this will be their last play unless they get a first down or a touchdown. So they must be going to go for it.
They have the time to.
Yeah.
It's going to be close, but they do have the time.
They're nearly the halfway mark, just past the halfway mark. So we got players on either side, so we're trying to figure out. There we go. Everybody's getting on their own sides.
We have 50 seconds left on the clock. It's still 35 to 35 to 13.
As soon as that whistle goes off, the clock will start back up, and the Eagles see if they can get another touchdown.
Going to get a wide shot here. Have a feeling it's going to be thrown, and it is. Holy moly. Oh, so close.
Another attempt, number 32. It's still being thrown a little bit behind her.
Yeah.
They're trying to hurry up so they can hurry up and get another play off.
30 seconds left on the clock. Still going.
Oh, actually, it's the Wolverines' ball, so they're
25 seconds. Ooh. 20 seconds. Teammates are trying to get them to hurry.
to number 2. As a quarterback, he makes a shot and undershoots number 30 just a little bit.
6 seconds.
I think that's the game, ladies and
3
gentlemen.
seconds. Game's over.
Congratulations to
Wolverines.
the Wolverines.
There's the scoreboard, 35-13. Folks, that was the game. Really impressive by the Wolverines. I'm really impressed. And
She caught me. Look at the clock. We only have about a minute left of our broadcast, and then we're going to restart a broadcast in about 30 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the state championship between the Wolverines, West Georgia Wolverines, and the Houston Sharks. So y'all be prepared. Come back. Make sure you join us. Again, this is brought to you by Disability Connections, and we're promoting our D Connection and our media team, our youth program. And so please go to our website, disabilityconnections.com, and look for information there, as well as you can go to disabilityconnections.tv.
there you go.
We can answer questions, especially parents there, and we have a parent group there called PAVE. But for youth wanting to be involved in a youth program, iliving.club. Come join us. Come be a part of the media team and learn some exciting things about independent living philosophy, but also learning about media and technology and this kind of thing, and be a part of a great team, kind of like these adaptive sports teams. They are amazing. So thank you again to the adaptive sports program and everything that y'all do. It's huge. It's just a privilege to be able to see what goes on. So this has been a great broadcast. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you again in about 30 minutes. So stay with us. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. For independent living. Disability Connections is Middle Georgia's unique organization governed and run by people with disabilities. DC's mission is to enable people with disabilities to attain and have access to all opportunities in life. We serve people with disabilities in 12 counties in Middle Georgia. We are here to assist people to get connected to the community, resources, ideas, and opportunities for leading and pursuing a better life of their own choosing. Our core services are information and resource referral, which is making sense of information and community resources that relate to disability and community resources and opportunities. Peer support is a way we connect people with disabilities with trained peer supporters who share their valuable life experiences. Peer support is the heart of BC. Nearly everything we do is done through peer support. Advocacy. We help empower individuals to advocate in their own lives. We call this self-advocacy. And for those willing to work alongside other people with disabilities to advocate for the rights of all people with disabilities, we call this systems advocacy. Independent living skills training. We give people with disabilities the knowledge and skills to lead a more productive and independent life. We provide training one-on-one and sometimes in larger groups, as well as online. Transitions. We help coordinate resources and services to enable individuals with disabilities to leave nursing facilities or institutions, or prevent individuals from even going into a nursing facility or institution. We also do youth transition for youth ages 14 to 24 with disabilities. We provide independent living services to empower self-determination and connections to opportunities to achieve independence in the community. You can call us at 478-741-1425. You can even text that number. You can also visit our website at www.disabilityconnections.com.